I did it. I beat my dad in fantasy. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. I did it, guys. I beat my dad in fantasy football. We built this city. He was talking smack all weekend. He's like, I got it in the bag now. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, he probably does. Is what I would have said if I was inferior to my dad's fantasy team. But I wasn't. I didn't give up. I stayed emotionally invested. I watched 7 hours of football on NFL Red Zone. Watching every play that they showed, everything. Big shout out to my boy, Tyreek Hill, on my fantasy team for his many, many clutch plays and his touchdowns. That kept me alive. And Adam Thielen. Big shout out to Adam Thielen, my other wide receiver. Let's go. And my other wide receiver, A.J. Brown. You did good. You did good. And my tight end, Dallas Goedert. Oh, thank you. Thank you for scoring significantly more than the average tight end score in the league. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for popping off the way you did. And oh my god. The Commanders' defense. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. I was so... DeAndre Swift, my running back. My man. Joe Mixon. My man. You helped me beat my dad in fantasy football. It happened, guys. It happened. Victory has been secured. I beat my dad. For the first time ever, I beat my dad in fantasy. He's like, yeah, he's been committed to fantasy for decades. Him and his college buddies have a fantasy football cult. And he thought I was going to be an amateur. He was like, oh yeah, I don't know if I would have drafted that guy. Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, boys. That is what I'm talking about. We did it. We absolutely did it. We beat my dad. And now, he's gonna go to a concert, and he's gotta tell all of his friends, who he is in a fantasy cult with, that he lost to his own son, whom he thought was a football amateur. But I did my research. I drafted the right guys. I handled the draft well. And I beat my dad. And after being the pick right after him in the draft, too. Yeah. I was waiting till his kicker was Harrison Butker for the Chiefs, and that was his last player on the field. So I was waiting just in case, because you never know. He could have made like 4 60-yard field goals. You don't know. You don't know. You never know. It's fantasy. It could always go wrong, as my dad saw today. If he would have started Justin Fields, he would have still beat me. The ending score was like 134 to 122. I came back from -5 to go and get that score. And he only got 70 points. Which is fine, you know. His team didn't do too bad. But he didn't beat me, who started off at -5. I had to celebrate that. Remember to shop at w.gg and use code Elliot for a discount on all purchases. Elliot spelled ELIET. Shop at w.gg. That's pretty much it. Peace out, fam.